Most data analysts uses the same three charts: bar chart, pie chart, and line charts, and the reports might look exactly similar to each other. So these five charts, which we will be seeing, can change that. Each one solves a specific problem that basic chart cannot. So let's build all these five charts together. We will be using matplotlib, pandas, numpy, seaborn, and all the code which is mentioned here is in the template pack. Link is in the description. You can download it, run it, customize it. So let's start with the first chart. So what we did is we created some synthetic data. So let's start with the first chart. This chart is the multi-line trend chart. So this is showing how multiple things change over time on the same chart. So when to use it at work? Like comparing quarterly sales across the region, tracking multiple KPIs over months, showing how your product lines are growing. Here is the code. Notice this line here. We are setting the color. Then these are the we are setting the annotation for the highest. So this is what makes chart tell a story instead of just showing a number. So if you see one chart for the trends and it is clear. The mistake that many analysts makes is they add more than 5 lines and the chart becomes really unreadable. So keep it green. Next chart is the heat map. This is the most underused chart in analytics. So when to use it? It is like correlation analysis, which metrics moves together like time patterns, like hours or days are busiest, regional performance, which areas need attention. Here is the code. The key setting here is the color palette. We are using a diverging palette, dark purple for negative values, bright teal for positive, white in the middle is neutral. This makes pattern jump out immediately. Look at this. You can see the correlation instantly. No table of numbers needed, no explanation required. That is what good about this chart. It makes the insight obvious. So chart 3 is one of the most analysts may go get it wrong, but it might be good to have it in explaining the breakdowns. Like this is the waterfall chart. Chart shows how you got from one number to another. When to use it? Like revenue breakdown, like where did profit go? Then budget versus actual, what cost variance. Any situation where you need to explain change. So you can use bar chart for this, but this chart explains it in details. Like this chart instantly shows what message you want to show. Like the key here is the bottom parameters, like positive for increase and negative for the red color. So each bar starts where the last one ended, and this is what creates the bridge effect. So yeah, this is so these are the some categories, values, and we are likely adding the calculations for the showing the bars. And these charts answers the question human before. someone can ask. The next chart here is the diverging bar chart. So use this chart when there is a natural midpoint like 0. This one is good for customer satisfaction survey, employee feedback, net promoter score analysis before and after comparison. The bars go left for negative values and right for positive values. Center line is 0. This makes agreement disagreement clearly visible. No explanation needed. If you see one look and you know exactly where the problem is. Next chart that we are seeing is the animated bar chart. Now in this chart, the when to use this ranking change over time, market share evaluation, any competition between categories over months or years. This one has somewhat more code than earlier one. Here the main function is func animation, which takes values like the figure, then the update function and years. So one has to define this. The update function runs once per frame. Each frame moves to next time period, and this is what creates this effect. Now all the charts, it is this one doesn't present. Yeah, this one is a sample data, nothing to do with the reality. Yeah. All this code is generated in the Python, and this one last chart is consolidated view of all charts in here that you saw in the beginning of the presentation. So let's summarize 5 charts. Multi-line trend chart for comparing multiple things over time. Second is heat map for finding patterns across 2 dimensions. Third is waterfall for explaining what caused a change. Then diverging bar for data with a natural midpoint. Animated bar list for ranking changing over time. All 5 charts are available to run. So if you have liked this one, then do share and subscribe. And about the next video, I will be trying with 5 Python libraries every data analyst actually uses at work.